Underworld, the Blood Wars. I don't know. You know what? I know that the movie is going to make a buck or two. I'm just not. I don't think I was feeling the movie. Let's start off with this. The movie stars with Kate Beckinsale, who she's a pretty good actress. And she's found her niche. She's found something that she can do over and over and over and get paid for it. So she's got her thing. Theo James is like the second guy in the movie. You'll recognize him from Divergent. He's the Divergent guy. Essentially what happens is Celine, the vampire chick from the whole series, she is in hiding for everything that she's done to the vampires and the werewolves in the last set of movies. So she's hiding because they both want her dead, both sides. So she's stuck in the middle of the war. She gets caught. She fights her way through it, and they're giving her a message. Hey man, we want this thing from you. So she doesn't want to do it. The werewolves say that. So then the vampires make her an offer. Come work with us, man, and all is forgiven. So she says, okay, yeah, I'll do that. She works with them. She gets taken away to their castle, and things aren't always exactly what they seem. So she ends up on a trek. She's going around with Theo James, and they're going all over the world looking for stuff, without giving it away. I don't want to give it away. And they end up in a large battle with werewolves. And sort of with the vampires also. And it turns out that she has the ability, she gains the ability to become more powerful. And remember, she started off, she was a human. Then she became a vampire. Then she became a death dealer. Then she became a super vampire. And now she's a super vampire because of what happens in this movie. You know what? When I was younger, monsters were scary. Dracula had power, but he didn't have powers. You get the difference? He was like a sorcerer wizard. It was demonic, evil power. He could, hypnotize you and turn into smoke and stuff like that. It was demonic. There was no, if I drink this certain blood, I'll get these superhuman powers. It's more, to me, that's more like the X-Men or something. This movie, you know what? They were more like superheroes to me than vampires. Because every single one of them had a knife, a gun, a sword, throwing stars, explosives, bulletproof vests. I mean, vampires I knew, from the movies, and werewolves and monsters, they didn't need knives and guns. They were scary by themselves, and they could rip you in half or, chase you down the street and, they were scary. They didn't have to have, slow motion, falling backwards, poof, 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 poof. With the guns, it was just too much. To be completely honest, if they took the werewolves out and they took the vampires out and then just had these regular people and named them the Hatfields and the McCoys, it's the same thing. It's two people, two nations fighting against each other. The fact that they're vampires is the same fact as them using guns. It's just something to get people to look at the screen. They're vampires, but they're not biting anybody. There's like, nobody's getting bit by vampires and getting turned into vampires. They're werewolves, but they're not, nobody got bit. You know what I mean? It's like saying Jaws and it's swimming and like headbutting people, and then Jaws comes out of the water with a machine gun. You'd be like, isn't he supposed to bite somebody? That's my feeling towards this movie. Where guns? Seriously? So I think they made it. It was just a series of cool shots, slow motion, and montage. That's the plot was stronger. You get an idea of where they're going now, but it's a stronger plot of something that was originally a weak plot. So it's stronger weakness. And again, don't get me wrong, it's going to make a lot of movie because they found a niche. They know that there are people out there that like, the Divergence and the Twilight and stuff like that, The Covenant, and movies where, good-looking models go out and say, I'm a monster, but I look good. You know what? That's not a monster. Monsters are scary and horrible looking, and they pull you into the darkness, and it sucks if you meet one. You don't meet them and be like, hey, she's good looking. That's not it. That's not the move. But either way, that was the movie. That's my thoughts on the movie. I think if you do a monster movie, it should have monsters, and they should be monstrosities, and not brooding models, with accents and skin-tight leather pants on, guns and bulletproof vests. It sounds like a gang movie to me. There's only one brooding vampire that I thought did it well, and he wasn't in this movie. So those are my thoughts. Go out, see the movie. Who was your favorite monster, current or classic? Let me know. What was your favorite monster? What was your favorite monster movie? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, right here in the corner, click my face and subscribe. And then like.